The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie Gopalin puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor into the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Waupun on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in. Johannes to the line.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game: Home and Auto Sales, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Kohl's Community Funeral Home, Benz Automotive, Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VZ's Flooring, C. Bruxma Electric, Our Bar, and our scoreboard sponsor, New Medical Center.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
Good evening and welcome to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga, along with our stream team here tonight to bring you a pretty good game here for now was the number one ranked team in the state. They just put the rankings out today, and no mystery in that one as they knocked off the number one team last week by 30 points, 63-33. So Waupun moving up from number 2 to number 1 in the rankings, taking on the number 8 ranked team in the state, Kewaskum, the one team that almost kept Waupun from getting to the state tournament last year and winning it all. They had to come from behind where they were playing most of the game and then ended up winning by 3 in that ball game. So it should be a really good game here. A conference game, you got to play these guys twice, but a nice long team, athletic team that Waupun's going to face tonight.
Very athletic and long team, and maybe the difference last year, maybe a little bit less in the basketball skills, but certainly excellent athletes on this Kewaskum team. And I'll tell you what, Steve, you and I are blessed to be covering the games we are. Another game you'd circle on your calendar and say, this is high-level basketball at its best when you even not being in tournament time. So Waupun's got a great non-conference schedule, and this is a pretty good conference that the girls play in here.
Yeah, you played KML last week, and this KML's a team that knocked off Kewaskum a few weeks ago and beat them by 3 points in their ball game. And I talked to one of the assistant coaches for Kewaskum, and he said, man, we shouldn't have lost that game. But they probably thought they shouldn't have lost that game against Waupun last year when they pretty much were closing down the last few minutes, just made a couple little errors and choices on shooting and missed some shots toward the end of the ball game. And Waupun just kept on battling and ended up winning by 3 and then really cruised to the rest of the tournament. The next 3 games, sectional championship against Edgewood, knocked off Dominican real easy, and then the championship game, a 21-point blowout against Freedom in the championship. So I'm sure Kewaskum thinks, man, we just would have won that game. That would have been us winning the state tournament, probably in their minds.
Yeah, and I remember you and I talking about it after that game, and we said, how did Waupun win this game?
Right.
I go, how did it happen? We weren't even sure, It was like, what just transpired here? And one of it was Abby Alspa making some shots at
33
the end.
points in that game.
Really pouring it on at the end. I guess that was part of it. And you're right, Kewaskum kind of imploded in that game and made some poor decisions down the stretch, and Waupun able to take advantage. But
everybody's back from that team, too, except for one of their starting forwards is not back. It was a pretty lively play out there for them, but not one of the main scorers, actually, on the team. And so pretty much everybody's back, and I'm sure that's definitely fresh in their mind, especially watching how Waupun played last week. There were a few people kind of doubted if they were up to the task of winning again after they had to play kind of a real bad stretch in their schedule against some other conference teams, the lower end of it. And they kind of played down to their competition a little bit, won very easily, but when they had to play Freedom, man, they came out and they just had a mission right from the opening tip-off. And when they played KML, they took off from them fairly early, let them get a little bit back in around halftime, but then ended up beating them pretty handily in that game. So some switch flipped for the Waupun girls last week in those 2 games against KML and Freedom. and they are looking like the #1 ranked team in the state in Division III.
Yeah, certainly playing their best basketball right now. We'll talk more about that later, but I'll tell you what, really a fun team to watch, and they seem to have all the pieces. People told me at one time they didn't know if they had a lot of depth. I think this team's actually pretty deep. They can bring kids in. They got some really young. They got some freshmen up here to fill this roster, but they bring some absolutely great players off the bench as well. So they've got plenty of talent.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of those girls and what's going on with the marquee players too for Waupun, and about some of the great players on the Kewaskum team as our Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues live from Waupun High School. Back in just 3 minutes with more of the pregame show on Radio Plus.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Looking to boost that bottom line? Check out the Massey Ferguson 7700S Series tractor at Waupun Equipment Company. These versatile machines have a wide selection of engine, transmission, and hydraulic specs so you can get the perfect machine for the work you need it to do. High-quality engineering and the latest precision farming tools add value and help you find new ways to be profitable. All this from the straightforward, dependable Massey Ferguson 7700S Series. See Waupun Equipment in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden for details. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Werner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
And our good friend Andy with us here from the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Andy, we are right in the heart of December here, and gift giving, and pizzas are a great way to give some gifts, right?
Absolutely. We've got right now a special going where every $25 gift certificate that you buy for the other bar, we're giving a one-topping pizza as well at no charge.
Gearing up for a big Wisconsin week. Got the Badgers, got the Bucks, Packers next Monday night. Let's try to get it back on track there, huh?
Monday night, of course, we'll have specials during the game. I've got specials on Coors Light and Miller Lite on tap. Of course, touchdown shots. The Badgers are playing well. We got basketball, but we've always got something going on.
We've got a New Year's Eve big bash with a casino night. Talk about that New Year's Eve.
5 o'clock, we're shutting down the bar, and we're hosting a private event, calling it a casino night. We've got prizes all night going on. We've got a main prize, brand new 50-inch TV that we'll give away that night as well. Cocktails and start at 5. It's $30 per person, $60 per couple. Obviously, we'd like to have everybody pre-registered before we get into the swing of things at 5 o'clock.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Welcome back to Waupun High School. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armbia. We've got the stream team here, and we're ready to bring you a great high school girls basketball matchup. Waupun taking on Kewaskum, the #1 and 8 ranked teams in Division III in the state, battling out here tonight. And I tell you, nobody hotter than Cale Peterson right now, man. She just put on a clinic on the inside against Freedom when they played them, and just a magical couple games for her. Matter of fact, she even got her 1,000th point in that KML game when they knocked them off convincingly last week Thursday. Just she's a beast, inside, outside, unbelievable passer. The passes she makes from like 3/4 court, bullets right down to her teammate's side of the basket, and she sees the court, and she is fun to watch.
She's very fun to watch, and you mentioned 1,000 points in her career. She's only not even halfway through her junior year of high school, so she's got a big upside yet. And yeah, to me, the best defensive effort I've seen in, I don't know, maybe ever in a girls basketball game that she had against Freedom. Just took their entire offensive game scheme away. Anything they got inside was either blocked or altered, and then she can also go out and defend on the perimeter. So she is obviously a Division I college prospect.
And then you look at the human highlight reel out there, the reason for people to pay the money to come in and watch, and that is Gracie Gopal. And she's just a magical little player out there, only a little over 5 feet tall, but man, she shut down a Division II scholarship-winning player from Freedom, their star player, and held her to 4 points in the ball game, just bellied right up on her. And she's a great defender. She's a great facilitator out there. Just a fun player to watch. Really appreciate her game.
I made a note to myself, enough about her size.
Right.
She's a great player, and she can defend. She can defend 5'6", 5'7" guards, and she does it with quickness mostly. She just moves her feet so well. She stays square, and she beats people to spots, and then she's crafty. If it is a much taller player trying to take her down and shoot over her, she's got such active hands down low that she's able to get the ball on the way up. She strips. She's just kind of annoying, I guess you'd say, as a defender, and really a high-level player, and her future is very bright as well.
And you got Lydia Alsum, the coach's daughter, only a sophomore, but a key component on that state championship team last year, and it's been kind of fun to watch. She gets better every time I see her play, more confident with her shooting. I'd say she's easily the most athletic girl on the teams. And she got third place in the 400 meters at the state tournament. She's fast, she's strong, and she's getting more confident with her shooting out there and defense too. So she averages 14, almost 15 points a game. Then you got Maddie Vandestreek. There's another one of those pesky little players, but she's been getting more confident with her shooting too, which I was hoping to see out of her. And she's not afraid to shoot the ball now, and you got to have that confidence if you're going to be successful as a shooter out there.
Yes, and she adds another threat, so people cannot go down and double on, Lydia, or you hear things about people playing triangles and 2 and box and 1 defenses and all that. Well, Maddie Vandestreek adds another outside shooter that just makes it near impossible to do those things, and you can try it. You can say, well, we're going to shut down Peterson, we're going to try and shut down Lydia, and just too many weapons on this Warrior team.
Then Rowan Harder, who's been, once in a while she gets the ball inside, does a little indecisive, but she had 12 points in the last game, and I really see her role being a little more defined now, maybe in her own mind, is you just get open. They're not going to be paying as much attention as they do to those. You'll be double teaming some of the marquee players for Waupun. You're going to get your opportunities, and when you get them, go for them. And she had 12 points in that game, that KML win. So I was glad to see that from her, too. That's really good news for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, again, one more option on the offensive end, and for her size, really a good interior defender.
Well, that's all about the Waupun team. We'll talk about 2 minutes from now. We'll talk about the Kewaskum Indians, so stick around. This is Radio Plus covering a big game tonight in the East Central Conference. Waupun hosting the Kewaskum Indians. Back after this on RP Sports.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. I'm really happy and pleased with the results. I plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
With mycnhistore.com, you can manage your equipment at any time, from anywhere, all from the convenience of your laptop or phone. Just search genuine New Holland parts by category, model, or part number, and keep your equipment running efficiently. Need a genuine New Holland part and don't have time to wait? Visit mycnhistore.com and get it done faster. Waupun Equipment Company, Waupun in Watertown. Log on waupunequipment.com and like them on Facebook.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
We're back again for more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show. Steve and Randy with you, and take a look at the Kewaskum Indians. Mark Maley really only took over the program about 2 weeks before the practices started, kind of a last-second thing. And we're not sure why the other coach quit, because he had a team that you got to be thinking this is your goal is to get to the state tournament. Very possibly could happen for Kewaskum. They didn't even play in the same sectional as Waupun.
That's right.
This year. So, but they got a new coach in Mark Maley out there, a new coaching staff. So we'll see how they do this season. According to Tim Alsma, kind of talking about him in an interview I had with him, is just kind of feeling their way through it right now, and maybe not quite where they want to be by the end of the season. But you've got some great players. Maddie Doggs, we've always liked her game out there, a 6-foot senior, and averages over 13 points a game, over 8 rebounds a game, and also a good assist person with 3 assists a game on the average. So we'll hear a lot from her on the court. Does a little bit of everything for them. And also you're going to hear a lot from Julia Stager, 8 points a game for her, 3 steals a game, quick player, 5'7" senior. You got Morgan Adams as another 6-foot player, so they've got some length out there. Over 8 points a game for her and 6 rebounds a game for her. And also Haley Butchlick, a 5'10" senior, averaging 7 points a game. So they've got some good length on the team, a couple 6-footers, 5'10", and they're going to match up size-wise with Waupun as they did last year in the 3 games that they played.
Right, and as we said, very athletic, maybe not quite the skill set, possibly not played as much basketball in the offseason and stuff that Waupun does, but very, very long and athletic. They rebound, they run, and they defend.
So we're just about ready for tonight's game. Waupun sitting at 8-1 of the season, ranked number 1 in Division III. And for the Kewaskum Indians, they are ranked number 8 in the state in Division III. Their only losses to Aquinas early in the season, 76-38. Then they lost a few weeks ago to KML, 55-52. Those are their only 2 losses on the season. And I think Aquinas is the number 1 ranked team in Division IV this season. So, again, looking forward to a great game here tonight. We'll come back to the starting lineups in the beginning of tonight's game. Waupun hosting the Indians of Kewaskum here at Waupun High School. Back after this on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Here we go, all the things that they do before the games. Got all the rules for the fans and everything here, and now time for the starting lineups. They're doing it on the court right now, and we're going to do it too. The Waupun Warriors starting lineup: Lydia Alsma, 14 points a game, 36% from the three-point arc, also over 5 rebounds a game. A 5'10 sophomore, Maddie Vandestreek, a 5'7 junior, 6 points a game for her. She'll shoot it from downtown too. Roland Harder, a 5'10 sophomore, banger inside. She is averaging 6 points a game. Gracie Gopal, and everything runs out of her. 5'4 junior, point guard for Waupun, 8 points a game, over 5 assists a game. And of course, Kale Peterson, the owner of over 1,000 points in her career, early in her junior year now. 21 points a game for her, 32% from behind the arc, and almost 12 rebounds a game. A 6'1 junior. For the Kewaskum Indians, coached by Mark Maley, Julia Steger, a 5'7 senior, averaging 8 points a game. Abigail Gerhardt, a 5'8 junior, is in the starting lineup. Morgan Adams, averaging over 8 points a game, a 6-foot senior. Gracie Lighthizer, a 5'4 junior. And Maddie Doggs, their go-to player, 6-foot senior, averaging over 13 points a game. And we are set to go here at Waupun High School. It's filled in a little bit more than it was about a half an hour ago. Some people still kind of coming in and buying tickets yet, but you're in for what should be a great battle here for girls basketball in Waupun.
It doesn't get much better than this within the conference, and I know KML will make an argument for being one of the top 3 teams in the league, and you know, KML coming out on top of Kewaskum, and as you said, the coaching staff felt they should have won that game, so that's I guess just kind of sets the tone for the second round that'll be coming up in the end of January.
Yeah, Waupun wins the tip, and here we go, underway in Waupun. Gracie Gopalin will set things up, drives off to her right, gives up her dribble, back over to Lydia Alsma, has it out near top of the key. And Gracie in the lane right now, little flick over to Maddie Vandestreek coming along the baseline, misses, and getting the rebound is Julia Stager. Passed up a three-point look. Not really a three-point shooting team, but they did shoot threes really well in that sectional semifinal over at Lemira High School. And Waupun won by 3, but it was something that you didn't really plan for because they hadn't done it all season. Then some girls that were hitting some threes when they needed them. Dogs has it out on top, working against Harder. Goes up with the left hand, and a tough move, but a nice move there by Maddie Dogs for the first points of the game, 2-0 in favor of the Indians.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful pass right between a couple of defenders. Going to her right, no look, right in the hands of Roland Harder for an easy 2.
Yeah, they do that so well, the old dribble drive, get penetration from one of the guards. The bigs in the block go opposite and find themselves wide open.
Yeah, trying to get it inside over to Roland Harder, but battle with Vandestreek, and somehow getting the ball back was Dogs and puts it up, puts it in, and gets fouled. Did everything right. They got the ball away from her, but then she got it back and then just doubled the problems for Waupun, losing the ball and committing a foul as Dogs made the shot.
There's that athleticism, size. Maddie Dogs is a senior now, more experienced, and
spills up the side of the rim, no good, and Rowan Harder with the rebound gives it up over to Gracie. 4-2 score, and they get into Vandestreek waiting there. Just said, here I am, waiting for it. You get rewarded when you run the court, and good job by Gopal, and Gracie found her. We tied it up at 4 apiece. Up with the right hand, up on the left side of the court is Julia Stager. She puts it in. 6-4 now, the lead for the Indians. Ball is loose. Kind of setting up the opposite way with that one, the drive, and they get it off to the right side of the basket. Pull up 15-footer, a little short off the front of the rim, and getting the rebound is Gracie Lighthizer. And an offensive foul. They're going to call on Gerhardt. Good defensive positioning there, being quick to the spot, a little faster than the offensive player and drawing the foul.
There's Gopal, and just hard show, just selling out on that handoff, dribble drive action, and beat the person to the spot. It's just amazing how well Waupun does that. And if you're Kewaskum, what you need to do is start slipping those screens.
A couple times the ball knocked out of bounds. Julia Stager guarding the inbounds pass for Maddie Vandestreek. So they're going to bring a 6'1" player in to see if we can get the ball in, and they do into Gracie. Up hard on the right side, little spin off the glass and in. Wow. Gracie showing all the whole repertoire here early in the ball game. Gopalin with a basket.
Yeah, she definitely can score it too. She just chooses not to a lot of times.
Looking down on the post, trying to get into the Dogs, and then there's going to be a foul and a reach in on Waupun.
It's going to go on Vandestreek. That's going to be her second early.
We're sorry we don't have a camera with all the bars and everything up and kind of blocking it, so I'm going to have to tell you the time as much as I can remember. 15:29 left in the first half, and we're tied at 6 apiece. Kewaskum with the ball. Here goes Dogs. A little up and under. Gets blocked by Trinity Pierce in the ball game now. Nice block, and she gets the ball. That's the best part of it. Little pass underneath to Harder, and it got tipped a little bit just before it got there by Stager, and then it kind of off her fingertips and out of bounds. Just threw her off enough not to be able to haul it in right by the basket.
Well, Trinity Pierce, kind of the sixth man on this team, along with, I'd say, her and Ryan Babish.
Julia Stager with the three-point shot. Puts it in. And they proved us wrong and during the postseason last year, saying they weren't a three-point shooting team, and their first attempt put one in from downtown. 9-6 a lead now for Kewaskum. Gracie will bring it out near half court to set it up now for the Lady Warriors. Going in strong on the right side, and Kewaskum getting smart to that one now and jumped in front of the intended recipient of that pass over to trying to find Harder again, but somebody jumps in there, goes off from one of the Waupun players, Kewaskum basketball, and they're leading 9-6.
Yeah, they came all the way from the weak side to get that tip there on the ball towards Trinity Pierce.
Dogs has it out on the perimeter, passes left side. And back out on top, just working around the horn out on top. And Peterson's going to pick up a little reach-in foul a few feet past the three-point line.
Kale just a little late getting out on that show on that time. Hence the foul, but yeah, that's what Waupun's going to do. They're going to jump out. This hard hedge on those ball screens, and
Light has it down, and she's in a little trouble, but does get the ball away. Back out on top with it is Morgan Adams. Goes Dogs top of the key, dribbling off to her right. Goes in hard against Peterson. She's probably hoping she's going to get another foul on Kale. They'd love nothing more than to get her in some foul trouble. Three-pointer right quarter is up. That misses everything. A little too strong on the shot by Morgan Adams, and Harder gets the rebound. Halsma has it near half court, passes over to Gopalin. 9-6 the lead now for the Kewaskum Indians. 13:34 left in the first half of action. Kale has it out on top, working against Dogs. Goes in strong on the right side, and she's going to draw the foul on Dogs. Got her with the body, not the hands on that one. And to the line to shoot two will be Kale Peterson.
Pretty good defense there by Dogs, really getting there, and maybe a little contact low, as you said.
That one barely catches the front of the rim on a very good shooting Kale Peterson, 77%. I thought she got her. Well, of course, Kale drew that contact with the upper body on that. But, yeah, definitely with the block that was claimed. She misses both of them. 9-6 the lead for Kewaskum. 13:20 and counting down in the first half on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Gracie, what an unbelievable steal. Takes it right away and leads the charge the other way down the court. Looking for someone to step up and get the ball from her, and finally finds Alsma out near half court. But what a nice steal, just getting right in front of the player for Kewaskum. They thought they had it. She steps in and grabs it away.
Both teams staying in man defense. Nice pass.
Goes Pierce from the right side on a nice feed from Peterson. Boy, what an unselfish performance so far for Waupun. Back within a point now, trailing 9-8. Yeah, Peterson and Gopal know they're going to draw the traffic, the defense on them, and you can find some people on the other side of the basket. And another block for Peterson, getting way over the top of the shot by Stager. We're going the other way. Waupun with it now. Alsma along the left side. Back over to Peterson, working against Dogs. Waupun down by a point, 9-8. Taking a long three now for Gracie. Rims out, no good. Getting the rebound is Stager. And she'll give it up over to Lighthizer to bring it up for the Indians.
Shot looked good by Gracie. Halfway down and rimming out.
Working around the horn right now by Lighthizer now along the right side. Guarded by Gracie. Those Dogs with it. Waiting for that crease to try to get inside. Looking for Dogs inside, but a nice job by Harder to keep a hand in front of her. Drive along the right side. That is tipped by Peterson. Coming up with it is Alsma pushing it up now for the Lady Warriors. Trying to get that lead. And a reach-in foul on Kewaskum. Third foul for the Kewaskum Indians so far in the ball game. It's tipped on the inbounds pass, but out of bounds off the hands of Abby Gerhardt. And new player coming in for the Indians is Haley Butchlick, a 5'10 senior. Give some good minutes. I know last year she was a nice player for him. That's a nice convenience to have someone come off the bench with her experience.
Yeah, she had a big game in that tournament action that we referred to.
And three-pointer is good for Lydia Alsma. Kind of a little step-back three and buries it. That's her first basket of the ball game. Waupun leading now 11-9. Nice little move over inside the right block on the shot by Morgan Adams. Fake right, went left with it with the right hand and puts it in. We are tied at 11. Yeah, just what we thought. Good battle between a couple of very good teams. Some good size. They match up similar teams, actually. Lydia along the right side draws a couple defenders. Back down to Rowan Harder in the corner. Waupun has a three-pointer straight away. Is good for Lydia Alsma. See her sister Abby in the crowd. Talked to her last night at the boys game here in Waupun. Illinois State player.
Lydia looking more like Abby every day with her quick release on her shot.
Yeah, that was quick. It was a nice little setup there by Gracie to get it to her, and she just got it. And had a timeout taken by Kewaskum. Waupun leading 14-11 with 10:22 left. And we will be back in just 1 minute with more girls basketball action on RP Sports.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name is Jim. Came to New Medical for bad knee pain. Before that, I couldn't squat, kneel. I had difficulty getting in my truck. 12 weeks later, things are getting better and improving every day.
Hi there, my name is Steve. I had a lot of pain in my right knee due to arthritis. The results I've experienced have been a lot less pain in my knee. I'm able to walk up and down steps a lot better than I was. I would highly recommend the procedure to anybody that's been talking to an orthopedic surgeon. They wanted to perform a full knee replacement on me, and I thought, I'm pretty young for that, so I was looking for other alternatives.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Welcome back to Waupun High School. Steve and Randy here. Waupun with a three-point lead. Nice job playing defense on Dogs that are surrounded on both sides, and Peterson comes up with the ball. She'll go up and lays it in for the basket. Her first points of the game. 16-11 now, the lead for Waupun. Great defense, double-teaming Dogs. Adams has it, tries to get it down to Dogs, but luckily her teammate, Butchlick, is behind her, and then we have something on the court. They're stopping play.
Yeah, a little orange ball rolling onto the court. Came from the cafeteria, I think, all the way through the door. Safety of players always a priority.
Lob pass into Dogs. Sees a little crease in the beginning, and then be a reach-in foul on Waupun. Dogs drawing another foul, going hard at that. Saw a little crease there, so she went hard at it and drew the foul.
Goes against Lydia Alsma, her first.
Dogs gets it again, and that one comes up a little short. Peterson grabs the rebound. 16 to 11 in favor of the Lady Warriors with 9:39 and counting down from the free throw line. Kind of a forced shot there from Lydia. Maybe a little ill-advised on that shot, and this is everything, and Indians have the ball back. Adams passes right side, long three on the way. That is no good. Harder gets the rebound and gets it over to Lydia Alsma. Which must have the green light on shooting from about 2 feet behind the three-point line.
Waupun with a 5-out set going on right now, pass and cut action.
Gracie out on top, working the right side, setting up a pick there for Kale Peterson. Misses everything, too strong on the three, but Pierce gets the rebound. Going to go back out to Lydia Alsma, and she'll throw up a three, and that's a little up the front of the rim on that shot. Getting the rebound is Lighthizer, pushing it up for the Indians. And a travel is going to be called. I've actually got away with one earlier. Did Morgan Adams kind of shuffle both their feet, and this time they caught her on it. 16 to 11 again. 8:39 left here in the first half. Waupun leading over Kewaskum. Great battle so far. Peterson gets it by the free throw line and finds Trinity Pierce all alone. Got that all day long so far. Draw a couple defenders, find somebody open on the other side, and Pierce with 4 points now.
Yeah.
Here goes Dogs with a long three, back of the rim, no good. And Gracie goes in there and grabs the rebound, working with a couple defenders. A little spin move on the right hand, and a little too hard off the glass, but what a move with two defenders in front of her, but just kind of spun away from the defenders just a little too strong.
Tell you what, Trinity Pierce has really improved her game, and you can say, well, those are.
Three-pointer on the way is a little too strong, and Peterson knocks over to Pierce. Pierce knocks it back over to Kale, and she's going to look down the court, finds Rowan Harder, and off the bottom of the backboard, no good. It'll fight for the basketball, and Kewaskum comes up with it. Dogs will push it up now for Kewaskum. It looked like a Aaron Rodgers type pass. Threw it because the defender wasn't looking, and almost got it to Harder, but a little bit too much traffic that she threw it in. Stagger with it, back over to Adams. Again, misses on the three. Another rebound for Kale Peterson.
Yeah, I mentioned Trinity Pierce. I mean, you say, well, she's getting good open looks, but the longer, taller players, you still have to make that catch, and you have to finish, and so with some contact, and she's doing a nice job of that.
See Kewaskum just kind of staying back, and Gracie says you're going to stay back there. I'm just going to stay and dribble the ball near half court. So it's a little fancy dribbling between the legs. So she's going to take it past the defender, and she's going to get called for the travel on that one. 18 to 11 again, the lead for Waupun with 6:45 left here in the first half.
No, not Waupun's best offensive performance, but still leading by 7.
So Kewaskum with the ball, and I see Ryan Babish getting ready to check in for the Lady Warriors. Gerhardt's gets it almost taken away by Gopal, then they're going to kick it out. Lighthizer has it, pulls up 15-footer, no good, and ball stepping on the end line is Morgan Adams. Nice job by Waupun to get a hand on it and throw her off from trying to rebound that ball, and Waupun will get it back with that 7-point lead.
Babish checks in for Trinity Pierce. Pierce leads with 4 points in the game.
Waupun has going back into that Watertown holiday tournament again, and they've got some good competition. They're taking on Lake Mills, a team we saw Randolph get beat by about a month ago or so. And that'll be a good contest. Going to get into Harder inside, tries the up and under, and kind of miss, and getting the rebound is Babish. Gets the ball back, now it gets taken away. And a couple missed opportunities there by the Lady Warriors, still with that 18-11 lead. Gerhardt's has it, gives up her dribble. And finally gets it over to Jaden Jupa, who we called Chupa last year all year long, but coach says it's Jupa. Under 5.5 to play, 18-11 the score on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Waupun out on top. Look into the post now, into Adams. Goes up with left hand, gets blocked by Peterson, swats it out of there, and gets the ball. Peterson working on the right side, gets cut off. Jupa's covering her, back over to Harder. And off the glass, no good. And Jupa gets the rebound. Yeah, some opportunities there, but Waupun coming up empty, and the Kewaskum kind of making Waupun have to go with their fourth or fifth scorers out there on the court, and see if they get beat by them instead of some of the starters and main scorers for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, do a nice job of sealing off on Kale Peterson on that take she had.
Jupa has it, passes it down to the left corner, down along the right block with it now is Adams. Missed shot by Jupa in front of the basket. One and done for Kewaskum. Waupun with the ball. Goes Lydia Alsma in the lane. Turnaround 13-footer off the front of the rim. No good. Peterson goes up for the rebound and uses those long arms to reach out to the right and flick it in for the basket. 20-11 now, Waupun.
Hey, Kewaskum, you got to give them credit. They're playing hard. They've down by 9 here, but they're playing pretty good basketball right now. It's just how good Waupun is. Defensively, one of the best teams in the state.
Three-pointer up, and that is good on the shot by Morgan Adams. Let's put a third try on that. Missed badly on the other two, but that one goes through. Babish has it down in the corner, gets it back over to Peterson, being guarded by Butchlick. 2014 the lead. Little hesitation, stutter on that shot, and then coming up short by Gracie Gopalin. Kewaskum gets the rebound, and then they lose the ball on an errant pass down in the corner. Yeah, Waupun's going to be playing, again, like we said, Lake Mills, and they're number 6 now in Division III. And they also have Lakeland on next week, Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday affair over at Watertown at their holiday shootout. Plan to get down there. I'd like to get down there for at least one of the days and watch them play.
Yeah, Lake Mills with some athletes too, strong.
Because Peterson pulls up 10 foot in the lane and buries it. For 6 points. Yeah, they got a tall girl that's going on to play at Lipscomb College, but she has not showed us much of the game that we saw and how they played against Randolph the first time they played him. But those sisters that they had on the team were pretty impressive. Now Dogs is back in, kicks it back out on top over to Adams. Goes Jupa in the corner, gets it kind of an awkward-looking shot, like she really didn't mean to throw it up there, and misses the shot. Peterson gets the rebound. Goes Gracie, a little jump stop, gets it back out on top over to Kale. Pulls up 5-footer, right side too strong, and Babish gets a rebound, but gets fouled on the putback shot. So 2 free throws for Ryan Babish. A little bit of a delay, I think, with a couple times when Dogs has got a foul called on her, and she kind of took exception with that. Just a little delay, thinking she might have got away with it, and then they blow the whistle. But Babish gets up there and buries the first free throw. Her first point of the game puts Waupun up by 9, 23-14, with 2:36 left here in the first half.
Is 2 fouls on Dogs and 2 on Gerhardt.
Babish makes them no problem. But net on that second one. 24-14 now, the lead for the Lady Warriors. Under 2.5 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Babish, only a freshman, playing on the number 1 ranked team in the state.
Adams off the back of the, this is not something come out there, and she really comes out very fearless for just the freshman out there.
Her and Trinity Pierce probably splitting the top minutes for a non-starter.
Gracie's going to draw another foul on Kewaskum, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. See, not real solid at the free throw line so far this season, a 35% free throw shooter. This free throw is up, and that one misses.
Not sure what it is with Gracie. She's such a good athlete. You'd think she'd be a little bit better free throw shooter. She has a good rhythm.
Back of the rim, no good on the next shot, and the Dogs gets the rebound. So still a 10-point lead for Waupun, up 24-14. A little reach in on Waupun. I love the way Gracie jumps those. She just jumps out there, and she shows hard when she goes out there and gets some steals that way.
It's going to go against Banistreet. She has picked up her third foul, and she's maybe only played 5 or 6 minutes in this game. 3 fouls.
Jupa down to the left corner with it. Gets it into Dogs inside. Fakes right, goes left with it, and another foul on Waupun inside. Ryan Babish picks up the foul.
16 fouls on the Warriors.
Bringing the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Our favorite place to call a game, right high above the court. Almost looking over the scorer's table. Waupun with that 10-point lead right now with 1:45 and counting down in the first half. And we're going to get another foul on Waupun. To the free throw line will be Kewaskum. So it'll be on Gracie Gopalin.
Officials calling it pretty tight tonight. We've seen a lot of officiating crews this year that let the kids play a little more.
Morgan Adams, a 65% free throw shooter, nothing but net in the front end of the bonus. Earns herself another one. 6 points in the game for her. Julia Stagger checks back in the game for Kewaskum. Coming out is Abby Gerhardt. So back of the rim, no good on the next one, and Peterson rips down the rebound, gets it up over to Gopalin along the right side. It'll be a reach-in foul on Kewaskum.
Ooh.
That one, yeah. That one.
Not sure, I mean, not much there.
Yeah, I think she kind of lost the ball as she got knocked out of her hands by Jupa, and then eventually, they're both scrambling for it. Jupa picks up a foul, her first.
I mean, it's been both ways, not saying one team or the other is getting short, but yeah, some fouls are bailing people out when they're making tough decisions.
And Lydia Alsma with her third 3 of the first half. Puts Waupun up 27-15. 120 and counting down in the first half. Look down to the post into Dogs working against Babish. She goes up strong with her and gives up quite a few inches to her, and she gets a foul, and the basket goes in. So to the free throw line to shoot one will be Maddie Dogs. Second and 1 opportunity for Dogs. Missed the free throw on the first chance he had in the game.
Got to realize that she goes left almost every time. Got to get on that left hand a little bit.
Comes up short on her free throw. Peterson gets the rebound, gets it over to Gracie. A crossover by the free throw line and kicks it out right side over to Babish. Passes up the 3 look. Goes Abby Alsma, pulls up 15-footer. That's going to roll around and go in, and I liking what I'm seeing out of Lydia Alsma. Lydia doing a great job and taking some off the dribble and quick releases on the 3s.
Yeah, her and Peterson.
3. They're kind of just let's let Adams go. You can keep on. You made one, but we'll let you keep on. And a pass down to Lydia, but ends up bobbling it in the hands of Kewaskum, but taken away by Gopalin, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Gracie Lighthizer.
What? Oh, he called that on Gopalin. She had the ball all the way. That's a tough call right there again.
That's just simply a bad call.
Yeah,
that's a bad one. Yeah.
She jumped the passing lane. She had the ball all the way.
Either no foul or there was going to be a Kewaskum. Well, that was a bad call. I don't usually get on the officials, but that was a bad one.
Yeah.
Gracie's going to sit down with a couple of fouls and want to pick one up in the last 34 seconds.
Yeah, and Gracie fouled her with her back while she had the ball in her hands. I'm not sure how that happens, but.
Right into the bonus, hits off the rim and goes in, so she earns herself another one. Everybody else is ready to play like she only had one. Lighthizer's first point of the ball game. Next free throw on the way, and that is nothing but net. Now a 10-point lead again for Waupun, leading 21-19 with 32 seconds and counting down in the first half. in the lead against Kewaskum, but it hasn't been easy. They've had to work for everything they've had so far. Peterson in the lane with it. Launches a nice little half hook from Peterson. Smooth little shot. Get 8 points now in the ball game. Back up by 12 is Waupun, 31-19. Yeah, it's going to be a double dribble. They're going to call on Julius Stagger. Nice job. Good footwork there by Ryan Babish. For feet moving, stayed in front of the Kewaskum player.
7 seconds left. Time for a good shot.
It was Lydia. Gets it over to Peterson's going to have to get it up. 15-footer is up. Still too strong, and that's how we end the first half. Waupun with a 31-19 lead, and Randy and I'll be back in just 3 minutes with more information about this first half of action here at Waupun High School right after this on RP Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
With mycnhistore.com, you can manage your equipment at any time, from anywhere, all from the convenience of your laptop or phone. Just search genuine New Holland parts by category, model, or part number, and keep your equipment running efficiently. Need a genuine New Holland part and don't have time to wait? Visit mycnhistore.com and get it done faster. Waupun Equipment Company, Waupun in Watertown. Log on waupunequipment.com and like them on Facebook.
And our good friend Andy with us here from the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Andy, we are right in the heart of December here, and gift giving, and pizzas are a great way to give some gifts, right?
Absolutely. We've got right now a special going where every $25 gift certificate that you buy for the other bar, we're giving a one-topping pizza as well at no charge.
Gearing up for a big Wisconsin week. Got the Badgers, got the Bucks, Packers next Monday night. Let's try to get it back on track there, huh?
Monday night, of course, we'll have specials during the game. I've got specials on Coors Light and Miller Lite on tap. Of course, touchdown shots. The Badgers are playing well. We got basketball, but we've always got something going on.
We've got our New Year's Eve big bash with a casino night. Talk about that New Year's Eve.
5 o'clock, we're shutting down the bar, and we're hosting a private event, calling it a casino night. We've got prizes all night going on. We've got a main prize, brand new 50-inch TV that we'll give away that night as well. Cocktails and start at 5. It's $30 per person, $60 per couple. Obviously, we'd like to have everybody pre-registered before we get into the swing of things at 5 o'clock.
Andy with with us here at the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name is Mary, and I was treated at the New Medical Center for knee pain. I couldn't walk long distances, stand up from a chair easily, or do stairs well. Now I can do all of these things and walk 2 miles.
Hi, my name is Linda. I was treated at the New Medical Center for pain in both of my knees, and it has made a huge difference. I couldn't walk up the stairs. I couldn't get up and down easily off the floor after playing with my grandkids. Getting up off the couch at night was difficult. Now I can do all of that. Right now I have no pain in my knees. I would definitely recommend this procedure to anybody who has pain in their knees, and I would recommend that you do it sooner rather than later.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Again, a great first half of action for the Waupun Lady Warriors. It was a battle out there against Kewaskum, but they are sitting up now by a score of 31-19. No real flow in the game for either team right now, including the Lady Warriors, but they're on top by 12.
Yeah, I was going to say no flow to the game. Not a good flow to our broadcast, to be honest with you, just because of the way the game has been played. And but again, it shows you how good the Warriors are, up by a dozen here with, a game that's, I guess you would say, played a little bit ugly. And there's been some good things, and obviously some talented players on both teams, and sometimes good defense makes the offense not perform so well.
Yeah, some nice moments out there for Lydia Alsma. Not afraid to shoot out there. She's had a couple bad choices, I thought, out there, but, man, she's got some nice catch and shoots, and then had a nice basket inside, too, for 11 points to lead Waupun in that first half. But I liked her. Of course, Kale Peterson owning the inside as usual, looking pretty rock solid in that first half.
Yeah, inside on defense and offensively. She's in the first half, I think I got cut off by a good play, but I think Lydia Alsma and Kale Peterson, two girls that can take the ball off the dribble and create their own shot, drive to a spot, elevate, shoot the jump shot, as well as anybody in the state. And those two can really do it. We're fortunate to have both of those young ladies on this Waupun team.
Yeah, and early they got some of those early points with some great penetration by Gracie Gopal, and you penetrate, you bring it in there, and then you find that person like a Harder, or you find a Trinity Pierce on the other side of the basket for an easy two. Has some success with that until finally I think Kewaskum kind of figured out he better jump in on that person on the weak side of the basket.
Yeah, and it's partly because Maddie Vanestreek's been out of the game with foul trouble. She's the one that'll park in that corner opposite block, and if that defender comes all the way into the paint to defend against that drop-off, you can usually kick it out. And Gracie's so good, she can see both of those players. She'll kick it all the way to the corner for that open three-pointer. And right now, Waupun missing that one shooter, who is Vanestreek.
I'll let you go through the scoring in the first half. Again, your halftime score 31-19 in favor of Waupun.
First off for the Indians of Kewaskum, Stager with 5. She has a three-pointer made. Morgan Adams with 6. She also had a three-pointer, 1 of 2 from the line. Lighthizer with 2 points from the free throw line. Maddie Dogs has 6 points, and Kewaskum was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Lydia Alsma leads all scorers with 11. She has 3 made three-pointers. Maddie Vanestreek with 2 points, and they said really kind of handcuffed with foul trouble. Only played maybe about 6 minutes in the first half. Trinity Pierce with 4 points, and she is actually 2 of 2 from the floor. Ryan Babish with 2 from the free throw line. Rowan Harder with 2 points. Gracie Gopalin has 2, and Kale Peterson has 8 points on 4 field goals. Waupun was they shot 6 free throws, only 2 of 6. So yeah, struggling there a little bit.
Well, your halftime score, Waupun leading 31-19. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second half live from Waupun High School on RP Sports.
Looking to boost that bottom line? Check out the Massey Ferguson 7700S Series tractor at Waupun Equipment Company. These versatile machines have a wide selection of engine, transmission, and hydraulic specs so you can get the perfect machine for the work you need it to do. High-quality engineering and the latest precision farming tools add value and help you find new ways to be profitable. All this from the straightforward, dependable Massey Ferguson 7700S Series. See Waupun Equipment in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden for details.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Here we go. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga here to bring you the second half of action along with our stream team. Sure to get the word out there. Go to YouTube, look for Radio Plus. You'll find the game there. Let the people know if you're listening on the radio right now. You can just figure out the TV. You can sit and watch it in the comfort of your living room. We've both done that before, watched some games that were streamed.
We have, and yeah. Got to give our stream team credit. They do a nice job with the video and really good clarity.
Yeah, Jeff Sauer out doing a hockey game with Waupun and Fond du Lac. I didn't see how that one ended at all, but he was there, so we got our Fond du Lac area stream team over here to cover the game, so we want to thank them for that. Their first time at Waupun High School. Dogs gets it along the right side, likes to go with that to the left, and Peterson waiting for her, but reaches in a little bit too much, gets called for the foul. Dogs likes to go, look like she's going to go right, but she likes using that left hand.
You bet. That's almost each and every time.
She's got 6 points in the game so far, averages about 13.5 a game. Free throws have been trouble with her. She's 0 for 3 from the line. It's about a 47% free throw shooter.
Yeah, that hockey game, I think they call that, they play for the Cowan Trophy, named after Mike Cowan, longtime coach of.
Sure what Kale was doing there. She mixed up, threw it down the court. Nobody for Waupun, but in that area. But yeah, Mike Cowan just must be a Hall of Fame hockey guy too. He's a little action away. Looks like Rowan Harder, by your reaction, is going to pick up a foul guarding Dogs over there. Seems a little confused by that call. So
yeah, I don't think anybody from either team is real happy with the officiating tonight. Just think there's been a lot of unusual calls made.
I think they're having trouble with especially one official mainly
yeah,
out here that's been calling some delayed calls and some questionable calls. And the ball knocked out of bounds off the hands of Waupun, leading 31-19. We're sitting not quite a minute into the second half. Conference game. Battle here in the East Central Conference. Kewaskum sitting at 3-1 in conference play. Waupun sitting perfect in conference play so far at 5-0. Three-pointer from the left corner is no good. Peterson reaches out again, gets it up to Lydia Alsma. Says one player to beat, tries to scoop it up, gets blocked though by Adams. Nice block, reaching over and grabbing it, getting the block and the ball.
Well, we mentioned Kewaskum with long, talented athletes that run well.
Three-point shot up, that is no good, and nobody going after it. And Dogs decide, I'll go get it. They had a nice block there by Trinity Pierce. Goes up and blocks the shot taken by Abby Gerhardt.
Yeah, student section loving it. A lot of the boys' team basketball players out there giving Trinity some love on that one.
Yeah, I love to see Trinity just gaining her confidence out there. I think she just needs a little confidence boost once in a while out there, and I think she could be a pretty special athlete coming up here the rest of this season and into next season. Three-pointer on the way now from Gerhardt is no good. Peterson behind the back almost does lose the ball. And a nice diving attempt, but a travel is going to be called on the Rowan Harder, but giving up her body on that one.
Yeah, I think Rowan was okay when she dove on it. Once she rolled over, that's when you're going to get called for the traveling. Holding her back, lower back a little bit. She went down hard.
Yeah, Peterson kind of getting a little fancy with it, behind her back, and then she ended up losing it at the end of that.
Can't do that in traffic. That's the tough.
Dogs throws it up to the right side. A three-pointer's on the way, and that is no good. And a weak side rebound. Waupun giving up some offensive rebounds to Kewaskum on this trip down the court. Oh, Peterson takes the ball away, and now heading to the basket, goes up, lays it in. Nice job. Just took it up to the rack hard, got the defender on her back, and Waupun leading 33-19. We have got a timeout being taken by the Lady Warriors. Back in 1 minute with more girls basketball on RP Sports.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
We are back after a timeout taken by Tim Ulsman, the Waupun Lady Warriors. Only one basket so far in the first 2.5 minutes. Waupun scoring on that breakaway by Peterson, leading now 33-19. Something Tim must not have liked to have seen his team do so far. I wanted to correct that on that timeout.
Pretty packed in defense now by the Warriors. They're going to give the outside shot to Kewaskum.
Kind of just baiting, trying to get Morgan Adams to keep. They've been kind of shooting themselves out of some possessions, just throwing up threes with those long players in there. They're not getting any looks inside. Back out on top, Dogs will launch up a three, and that misses everything and hits the line out of bounds. And right now, Kewaskum kind of falling into the Waupun trap here. He wants to shoot some threes. Go ahead. We'll start covering you once you start making them, but they're. They've had just a couple of threes in the game so far. 2,
Yeah, pack line defense. You're gonna do that. You're not gonna allow any drives, and I think that's what Kewaskum does best: slash and cut.
Hey, join me tomorrow morning for the morning show from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock on FM 103.3. And a little shot by Alsma spills off the rim, but got the birthday calendar, Randy. We've got somebody that's going to celebrate a birthday tomorrow. We can probably mention that today already.
Yeah, I think she might be on the court tonight.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, Gracie Gopal is going to be 17 coming up tomorrow morning.
She's old.
Yeah. And again, deadly with the left hand is Dogs. That's where you don't want her to get it and have that opportunity. Only 8 points in the game for her so far. Peterson gets cut off. Back out to Harder along the left side. Peterson again being double teamed.
Nice.
What a pass. What a pass into Gracie Gopal by Peterson, sneaking behind the defender. She was on the other side of the defender, and she just bounces her, just led her right to the basket. She puts it up, puts it in, and gets fouled. Boy, special pass, special catch, and make there by Gopal, and a great pass by Cale Peterson. Free throws off the back of the rim, and no good for Gracie.
And again, troubles at the line for Gracie. It's going to become a mental thing right now.
Long three up, and again, no good on the shot by Kewaskum. Waupun leading 35-21. Gopal on the fast break right now. It's cut off, and will have to get it up and as her foot in the lane.
Yeah.
Pivot foot got stuck in the lane. Finally did give away over to Alsma. Has it out near half court now for the Lady Warriors. Gracie in the lane with it and shoots it out to Rowan Harder. Not really interested in firing up a 15-foot shot at all. Ball gets poked out of bounds by Adams, and Waupun will get it back.
Yeah, as you mentioned at halftime, not a good flow to this game.
No.
Maybe credit that to the good athletes on both sides defensively.
Pass out to Harder and let her shoot a 15-footer from the right side is no good. Gracie tries to keep it alive, but goes in the hands of the other Gracie Lightheiser. Back out on top, passing up the three look is Butchlick. 35-21 the lead for Waupun with 13 minutes and counting down in the ball game. Big battle in the East Central Conference here tonight. Oh, nice job by Peterson behind Stager. Knocked it out, but right back in the hands of Kewaskum. And Dogs hesitates, gets it back out on top. There the three for Butchlick. That is no good. And Dogs gets the rebound and puts it back in for her 10th point.
Yeah, with the right hand. First time we've seen her go to the right hand.
Maybe she is left-handed because she hasn't made a shot.
I think she is, yeah, I believe she is.
But she shoots with her right hand on the free throw line. Might be one of those awkward players like my son Derek was. He's shot better from outside with his right hand, but went to the basket better with his left hand. Those guys with the left hand are usually ambidextrous guys. Just get weird little quirks. 35-23, 12-point lead for the Lady Warriors. Team's playing even here in the second half. Butchlick with it down in the corner, back out near half court with it as Dogs. Getting close to the 12-minute mark. Again, no scoreboard for you on our video coverage. Kind of an obstructed view for the camera from this angle through a lot of bars and straps and things holding the basket up. So, but I'll try to give it to you as much as I can. 35-23, Waupun leading. Just under 12 to play. Gracie out there along with Lydia Alsma, Jordy Pierce, Maddie Vandestreek, and of course Kale Peterson just gets the pass. Thought about a three, but
back cut.
Lydia had the back cut, and that's going to catch the end line as Lydia can't hang on to the ball. They got it knocked a little bit from getting a clean catch on it, so it'll be Kewaskum basketball.
Tell you what, Maddie Dogs is a nice player. She's long, she's athletic, she does all the little things as well as being able to score. Could play on anybody's team, I would think.
Stager with it, back out on top. Back over to Dogs. Little runner and goes right to the rack with it and making herself known here in the last few minutes. 6 points in the half, 12 points in the ball game. Back to a 10-point lead. Peterson goes in and then something being called on the way to the basket. Morgan Adams picks up the foul. Kale sees the lane. She hits it hard and gets fouled on her way to taking that shot. So Waupun will take it out on their baseline with 11:11 left in the game. Leading by 10. Ball knocked away. Jumping the pass was Stager. And then a cross-court passing to give it right back up. Kind of panicking a little bit and throwing it past Dogs and out of bounds.
And Maddie Vandestreek able to check back in with those 3 fouls that she acquired in a very short time. See if she can finish this game out now without another foul or 2 more fouls.
And Lydia's from the left elbow puts it up. That is no good. Ball is loose. Battle for the ball right now, trying to get it. And a couple other players going for it right now. It's all tied up, and Waupun's going to get it back on the alternating possession arrow.
Glad to see the officials let the teams decide that one right there. I thought there'd be a foul called one way or the other just because that's the way the game has been called so far every time someone's on the floor.
Babbage has it, gets it on to Peterson. Will catch and shoot 3-pointer and buries it. Her first 3 of the ball game. Puts Waupun up 38-25 with under 10.5 to play in the game. Our Bar, one of our sponsors. I see their entertainment coming up Friday night, Christmas Eve. Will be Denny Cook playing from 5 o'clock till 8 o'clock. Again, the Our Bar proud supporter. And another great move there by Dogs. Knows how to spin and get that opening and get that lane to the basket. She's got 8.5. Gracie turns around and puts it in. Coach calling for a walk. He yells it out. That's a walk. No call from the officials, but the basket good for Gracie. Oh, and then a long rebound back. Oh, Peterson blocks Dogs on her way to the basket. Pond pushes it the other way. Peterson in the lane, and we got a foul on Kewaskum.
Get Stager on that foul. Her first.
Waupun opens up a 13-point lead, 40-27. 9:42 left in the ball game.
Yeah, happy birthday to Gracie Gopalin, eh?
Oh, she misses right at the front of the rim on a good look. She's usually feeding everybody else for easy baskets. She had her chance there, but a little too strong off the glass. Not feeling it tonight with the point scoring. Everything else is always rock solid with her. She's got 6 points in the ball game and a lot of assists. Long three being put up, front of the rim, no good. Gracie gets the rebound. Numbers for Waupun right now. Little behind up back pass by Gracie.
And then they missed the layup.
They missed the layup on the other end. Perfect around the back pass over to Lydia Alsma. And a little too strong, no good.
That was just an absolute thing of beauty. Too bad Lydia missed the bunny.
So Kewaskum with a basketball. They're going to look inside. Now over to Adams, gets cut off. And a shot for Dog straight away, and she's feeling it right now. The only offense, the only point scored by Maddie Dogs for Kewaskum here in the second half.
Yeah, 10 points for Dogs, 16 in the game. 10 in the second half, I should say. What a pass by Gopalin, though. That's about as good as I have seen.
Little back cut for Peterson, gets cut off by 3 of the Indians and hesitates, goes to the rim, and that one bounces off the rim, no good, but draws the foul to the line to shoot 2 will be Kale Peterson, where she's 0 for 2 in the game so far.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be sending any film of this game anywhere. Any kind of awards for things of beauty. Just been kind of one of those nights. Shots aren't going in. Waupun able to hold off Kewaskum, though.
Peterson nothing but net on that first free throw. Yeah, so still Waupun leading by 12, which they were at halftime, 31-19. Now it's 41-29. Kale's next free throw. That one rims around, no good. And Jupa gets the rebound for Kewaskum.
Little 2-3 zone defense here by the Warriors. I think they did that the last time down defensively. You're hearing Coach right now. We can hear him from up here saying pack it in a little bit.
Dog's not on the court right now, and she's been the only offensive threat. Big high arching shot there by Jupa. Jaden Jupa with the 3-point basket. Her first points of the ball game has Kewaskum back within 9, but then Gracie goes right to the rack with it, uses her body to keep the defender away, and scoops one up and in from the right side. Little lay-in, nice pass and feed into Butchlick for her first points of the ball game. And we've got a timeout on the court, back in 30 seconds with more girls basketball action on RP Sports.
The following is a presentation of Radio Plus.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Steve and Randy with you back at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. This is at least the last game we're going to call before the end of the year. We're going to kind of take a week off next week. I thought about trying to hook up and do one of those Waupun games. Probably the Lake Mills game would have been a fun one to call. And they play next Wednesday against Lake Mills over at Watertown in the holiday shootout. And they have Lakeland the next day.
Do you know, is that an evening game or a daytime game?
It's about like 5. I got it
earlier. Okay.
Yeah. 5 something.
Okay.
5:45, and then the Lakeland game the next day. Oh, ball tossed away, and Streak almost getting it back, but Kewaskum with the basketball. Waupun up by 9, 43-34. Kewaskum could make it a bit interesting. Down to 7 minutes and counting down in the ball game. Lighthizer has it out on top. Waupun trying to pack it in. I think that's what the coach is trying to get him to do, and force him to shoot those threes. Look inside, and that's not the shots they want to give up, but coming up short is Bushlick on the shot. Pass break, Maddie Van de Streek in a bad position to get it. And off the side of the backboard and back in the hands of Kewaskum. 6.5 to play, 9-point lead for Waupun. Now we've got a 30-second timeout taken by Kewaskum. They taking a full?
Full timeout, yes.
Back in 1 minute with more girls basketball on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Welcome back to Waupun High School. And not a thing of beauty this game at all before either team. That's kind of what you do, though, when you've got things kind of set up how to play each other and you kind of enact those, and just makes it a little rough on both teams.
Waupun back to man-to-man defense.
See Dogs back on the court, took about a minute of playing time break. Three-pointer on the way now from Butchlick left side. The ball loose, and coming up with it is Gracie Gopal. Waupun with it back, 6 minutes to play. Get down to Van de Streek and Kale Peterson off her hands, and it's a chase it down in the corner. There's Gracie in the lane. Back out to Kale. She'll launch up a three, and that is good. A much-needed three for Waupun, her second three of the ball game. Kale starting to add up some points here in the second half.
Yeah, 17 for Peterson now in the game.
46-34 the lead now. 12-point lead for Waupun, 5.5 and counting down in the ball game. Kewaskum with the ball to get it back on top, and just a errant throw out of nowhere from Butchlick over the top of the hands of Morgan Adams. And Waupun will get it back.
Yeah, girls look a little tired from both teams. I'm not sure why. Just seem a little bit stale tonight.
Waupun almost tossing up. Van de Streek kind of watching, getting some coaching from Tim Alsma. Looked over at him, and then the ball's coming at her in the last second, saw it and caught it. So Kewaskum's going to kind of back off, and Waupun will say, well, we're glad to let the clock roll down when we're up by 12 points, 46-34, with under 5 to play.
Up by a dozen. Yeah, Kewaskum's got to do something. Maddie Dogs and Lydia Alsma in the corner having a nice discussion, chat.
I think this is what I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
With 5 minutes left and you're down by 12, it seems like you better get out there and play. But right now,
Kewaskum girls looking to the bench saying, can we go? And finally.
Yeah, they're going to try to then go at us a little bit and try to really play some real tight defense. And the streak has it, cross court over to Kale. Kale has it between the legs, dribbles over by the free throw line, goes up, a nice pass into Rowan Harder. Through everybody was watching her, about 3 players guarding Kale. He just cuts it across the lane and the other side, and then Rowan Harder for an easy 2. What a nice feed. Harder's going to pick up a foul behind Dogs. Send to reach in instead of just kind of hold your spot there.
Yeah, I like seeing the emotion out of her. I mean, she didn't like the call because they're banging inside, and I like that. I mean, she wants to play the physical game.
And that's going to go in for Adams. She's not getting cheated on her shot attempts from out there, and finally gets one to go. Peterson has it, sets up, three-pointer. That is no good. Another opportunity, a quick possession there for Waupun. Under 4 to play. They're leading by a score of 48-37. We know what can happen. Here they get it into Dogs, and not good with the right hand, and she's inside. Good job by Van de Streek to keep her feet in and grab the ball. Waupun. With here goes Peterson to the rack with it and puts it in, draws the foul, and go to the line now to shoot one. Kale Peterson, little hesitation, then the finishes hard. gets the basket. Now the free throw.
Peterson able to glide through the air and kind of that finger roll flip up off the glass. See a lot of high-level boys athletes do that. It's hard to see. Just don't see it a lot out of the girls.
Back of the rim, high in the air, and then through the basket. 51-37, 14-point lead with under 3.5 to play in this ball game in favor of Waupun. Dogs has it, guarded by Harder again. Not an easy assignment for Rowan here tonight.
Rowan doesn't back away from those.
That's not in her DNA to back off.
Shots with the right hand. I'll go now. I didn't know if she was left-handed or right-handed.
I saw her the free throws before. I thought she shoots right-handed free throws, and the ball kicked back over to Lydia Alsma. Lob it in over to Kale along the right side, being guarded by Adams, bodying up on her. Turn around 10-footer, crawls over the rim, no good. And finally getting the rebound is Jaden Jupa, the junior. Down to 2:45 left in the game. 51-37 Waupun. Well, what a rough stretch in their schedule they're going through right now. A couple of real decisive wins against KML, and then what a nice steal by Peterson looking up the court. Trying to go for a little bit too much in some of those long passes numerous times in the ball game, and that one gets picked off. Down to 2:25 left. We got a timeout of the court. 51-37 in favor of the Lady Warriors. Back in just 1 minute with more girls basketball on RP Sports.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Well, a great battle between the two of the top teams in the ECC here tonight at Waupun High School. Steve and Randy with you. It's 2:25 left in the game and a 51-37 lead for the host Lady Warriors. Trying to stay perfect in conference play. Only one loss on the season to Brookfield East, who I see moved up to number 3 in Division I. They only lost by about 5 or 6 points to them. Blocked three-point attempt, but in the hands now of Dogs, going in hard on the left side. Scoops it up, scoops it in past Maddie Vandestreek for the basket. Dogs having herself a great second half in the ballgame. 12 points for her, 18 in the game so far. Down to 2 minutes left in the game. Waupun leading 51-39. Gracie Gopalin handling the ball and running some time off the clock.
Kewaskum's coach looking for a 5-second count. Not going to happen.
Another beautiful feed by Gracie, drawing a couple players over to the left side of the basket, and there's Rowan waiting on the right side of the basket for an easy 2 again. That's where you get your money, Rowan. Just go on the opposite side of the basket that they're on, they'll find you. Oh, a nice little back cut by Kewaskum. And that is in the hands of Ashley Volk. It's her first basket of the ball game. First time I've seen her touch the ball here tonight. For 22. And another feed into Harder, but she's going to kick it back out, and not a bad idea. Here goes Peterson, so I'll take it to the rack, comes up short, and steals the ball, flicks it over her shoulder, and in. Kayla Peterson loses the ball, gets it back, puts it in. 55-41 the lead now for Waupun. 1 minute to play. Don't forget, we're going to have some on-court interviews coming up. I'll go right down on the court, get the whole team over there, whoever I can get to come over there and talk to the ladies. A little bit about the game, so stick around for that, as most people do after the games. We're down to 42 seconds left, and Kewaskum kind of backing up and kind of conceding right now, and Waupun's going to come away with a important victory here tonight against Kewaskum, a team that took them right down to the end in that sectional semifinal last year. Many of the same players on the court for Kewaskum, and Waupun's going to come out on top here 55-41 with 20 seconds left.
As you said, not a thing of beauty tonight, but a solid victory against a quality team for the Warriors. Getting a nice ovation from the stands as Gracie dribbles it out.
Let Randy take us into the break. I'm going to get my mic all set up and get ready to head out there.
All right. And, again, final score 55-41. Waupun victorious as the girls go through and shake hands. And I tell you, Steve's getting plugged in, and he's going to get down on the floor. We're going to take a break, maybe a 2 or 3 minute break, and then we'll be back hopefully with some interviews of some of the Lady Warriors. So we'll go to break right now.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name's Gary. I had arthritis really bad in my right knee over 3 months ago. Couldn't really do anything, couldn't do stairs, just simple stuff. And now I can do things I couldn't do before. I can climb stairs, walk, anything. My spine's better, and my personal opinion is you're a fool not to get this done.
Hi, my name is Joni. I came here because I needed a new knee, but I didn't want to go through all that surgery and everything. I'm very pleased with it. And the reason I did it because I couldn't go up and down stairs very well. I couldn't work too long hours and had a hard time getting in and out of the car. I had to lift my knee up, and now I can do all those things. And I have no pain, and I would recommend it to everyone, and I have.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
And our good friend Andy with us here from the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Andy, we are right in the heart of December here, gift giving, and pizzas are a great way to give some gifts, right?
Absolutely. We've got right now a special going where every $25 gift certificate that you buy for the other bar, we're giving a one-topping pizza as well at no charge.
Gearing up for a big Wisconsin week. Got the Badgers, got the Bucks, Packers next Monday night. Let's try to get it back on track there, huh?
Monday night, of course, we'll have specials during the game. I've got specials on Coors Light and Miller Lite on tap. Of course, touchdown shots. The Badgers are playing well. We got basketball, but we've always got something going on.
We've got our New Year's Eve big bash with a casino night. Talk about that New Year's Eve.
5 o'clock, we're shutting down the bar, and we're hosting a private event, calling it a casino night. We've got prizes all night going on. We've got a main prize, brand new 50-inch TV that we'll give away that night as well. Cocktails and start at 5. It's $30 per person, $60 per couple. Obviously, we'd like to have everybody pre-registered before we get into the swing of things at 5 o'clock.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Okay, we are back over at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Again, Waupun winning by a score of 55-41 against their main conference competition, the Kewaskum Indians tonight. And I got the whole team here after that big battle tonight. And Lydia, talk about your game here tonight. I see you're getting a little quicker on those three-point shots. You learning that from Abby at all? Some of that quick release threes?
Credit to my dad on that one for sure. That's all I can say.
How was the battle out there? I mean, it was kind of a hard game to maybe not the great flowing game for both teams. They both had some nice long players on their team, so that caused some problems out there a little bit for you guys.
I think starting coming out of the halves, we definitely struggled to get a rhythm going, but the physicality of the game just kind of had us be alert the whole time, so that was good.
Now, Kale, again, another great game. I think he had about 20 points in the ball game, a lot of blocks, again, owning the inside out there. And you knew you were going to be playing against a pretty good team with the Dogs and the crew inside. And just talk about the battle inside here today.
Yeah, the biggest thing for us bigs was to execute. So we were going to come in there and we were going to lock down Dogs. We had a game plan to keep them out of the paint, and I think we executed pretty well.
I thought Rowan did a really nice job against her. I mean, you had to fight hard, Rowan out there. And she's got that little shoots with the right hand, but she likes going with her left hand. So that's pretty physical inside. She got some points in the second half, but that was your assignment here today, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was very physical inside. It was, yeah.
You didn't take it personal, did you?
No, it was good.
And Maddie, I know you got in a little bit of foul trouble in the early part of the game, and you're a pretty physical player out there too, so just talk about the battles you had out there with trying to guard some bigger players at times.
Yeah, it can be hard to not reach when they go up. Just trying to stay straight up can be difficult sometimes, but I trust my teammates being there on weak side.
Well, I thought a great job by you guys setting up. So everybody's got their role out there, and I thought Rowan was set up for some nice easy baskets out there, and so was Trinity in the game. So do you owe them anything every time they set you up for a nice easy basket? And that was good to be there for them on that other side of the basket when they draw the defense.
Yeah, I'm just kind of there, so I don't know.
No, it's a skill. You got to know where you got to be at the right place at the right time, and you did a great job with that, Trinity.
Thank you.
Now, of course, anybody celebrating a 17th birthday tomorrow? Okay, great. The only one that's Gracie, the good battle out there. This is what you expected with a team like Kewaskum, the team that was this close to maybe knocking you guys off on your trip to state last year.
Yeah, they say it's hard to beat a team 3 times. I mean, we managed it last year, and they're coming for us. They have a chip on their shoulder. They want to beat us, and just to come out strong like we did means a lot, and we got to just keep going.
Well, a great performance here against a good team, and I did do something because you guys have brought us so much joy here. So I get you guys a little Christmas present, and there's a bunch of pieces of candy from Goots. So about 2 apiece. Maybe share them with your. We'll share them with the coaches and maybe your managers too. So, hey, everybody, have a great Christmas, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. You too.
Here tonight. See if I can go get Tim. Hey, Tim. Just a quick interview. Coach Alsma, we're going to get him on too right now and see if he can get. You got to hand out. You got to hand out some candy, 2 apiece for everybody. Okay. Coaches too. So Tim, again, what a battle tonight. Really. Maybe not a lot of flow in the ball game compared to like what we saw against Freedom and the KML game last week, but just talk about the battle that your team went through here tonight and coming up with a pretty decisive victory.
Yeah, it's tempo and it's pace, and they're well coached and they want to take us out of what we're comfortable with as well. So, there were longer possessions that we had to defend tonight, and I thought they did a good job of exposing some mismatches. So that forced us to be a little bit out of rotation, and then rebounding. That's what we've talked about going into the game is we need to make sure we're doing a good job on the defensive end so that we can get stuff going out in transition. And so, yeah, talk about flow and the pace of the game. It wasn't in our liking tonight, but we can win in other ways too. It doesn't always have to be our way, but we got some players that know how to compete, and we can find ways.
It looks like part of their scheme was to try to take away your key scorers and leave it up to people like Roland Harder or Trinity Pierce, some of the backup players that get to see if they can beat you or something out there. But it looks like that was kind of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, I thought their halftime adjustments were really good. Lydia had a pretty nice first half, and so then they switched and put Maddie Dogs on her, who's got some length and some strength, and so she kind of was able to take her away in the second half. But, okay, so you do that and you face guard her, that means the lane's going to be that much more open for Gracie. And so Gracie, when Lydia's not face guard, is tough, or Kale's face guarded, I should say, too. But you face guard those two and you open things up for Gracie, so it makes it really tough. So now you got to make Gracie make decisions, and she's a really great decision maker. She's going to go in, she can score it. She's also a great passer, like you saw tonight. She got Rowan and Trinity going underneath.
Yeah, that was an enjoyable part of the game, and it looks like they kind of baited them into, here, you want some three-point shots, go ahead, and we just don't want to let you beat us inside, and they shot up a lot of threes, didn't make a lot, 1 or 2 in the game is all they made, maybe 2 in the game, so was that part of the strategy too, until maybe they started hitting some shots?
Yeah, we were going to make them prove it. They had to make a few of them. They weren't just going to be 1 or 2 of them that were going to come out of it. We have a scouting report. We look at percentages, and going back to last year, I think we've talked about that with Kewaskum, is if they can hit outside shots, they're tough out, and that's why they almost beat us in the sectional final last year. And so we kind of took the same game plan, the same approach, and forced them to try to beat us from the outside. And tonight they weren't hitting shots, and so yeah, we did not defend the post very well at all. Our rotations were bad tonight. I thought Maddie Dogs played fantastic. We just had a hard time with her. So. We'll have it on film now. Rowan's guarded it now, and so now she gets a taste of it, and so hopefully going into the next game we'll have a better game plan.
Every game's a learning experience out there. But, hey, enjoy your Christmas. You don't play until coming up next week, Wednesday, some good competition with Lake Mills and Lakeland. So enjoy your Christmas and get ready for those tough teams you're going to be playing next week.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. You guys have a Merry Christmas, too. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Okay, Tim Alsma joining us here tonight after a 55-41 victory at home. We're going to send it back up to Randy, and he can run down the scoring here in the ball game, and we'll wrap things up here from Waupun High School. Again, Waupun winning 55-41. It's yours, Randy.
Okay, Steve. Just go over a few of the highlights for Kewaskum, and that was Madeline Dogs. She had 18 points. Morgan Adams with 9. A number of other players with 2 and 3 points for Kewaskum. And for Waupun, Lydia Alsma had 11. All in the first half. She had 1 field goal. She had 3 made 3-pointers. Maddie Vanestreek held to 2 points tonight on 1 field goal. She was saddled with fouls all evening long and didn't get much playing time. Trinity Pierce finished tonight with 4 points, 2 field goals. Ryan Babish with 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Rowan Harder with 6 points on 3 field goals. Gracie Gopalan finished tonight with 8. The negative for Gracie, she was 0 of 3 from the free throw line. And Kale Peterson led all scorers tonight. She had 7 field goals, 2 made 3-pointers. She was 2 of 5 from the line for a total of 22 points. Waupun only 4 of 10 from the free throw line for 40% for the total of 55. So again, Waupun goes out victorious 55-41. Thanks for joining us, folks. Thanks to our sponsors. Have a good night.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game: Holman Auto Sales, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Coles Community Funeral Home, Benz Automotive, Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VZ's Flooring, C. Broxma Electric, Our Bar, and our scoreboard sponsor, New Medical Center.